So what are you gonna say about how was Juan's day?
No, I was. Oh no, no, I wasn't gonna say anything about Juan's day. Oh wait, I don't know. Wait, I thought I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. That he had a little sex fun. You know what I'm saying? Not with that Trevor dude. Not with that Trevor guy. No.
It's another guy or what?
Yeah.
How did that go? Did he tell you?
Well, it's all right.
So they both penetrate each other or what?
Well, like he's the one who got penetrated.
Juan?
Yeah.
You didn't penetrate the guy?
He didn't tell too much detail, but I don't imagine he did. No. Not that he didn't go too much into detail, but it was something along those lines.
So where are we gonna get the coffee?
Madonna's, my friend. Listen, you need my DNA.
What?
You're supposed to ask me like a blood transfusion?
Yeah.
Come on, just say it.
What?
Ask me if it's like a blood transfusion.
Is it a blood transfusion?
You need my cum. You need my cum. Okay, I'll show you where I got that from. Okay, hold on. You bitches! Oh, fuck. That wasn't even to them. Oh, this is where I got it. This is part of a gay porn video.
You need my DNA. So like a blood transfusion. You need my insight.
I mean, have you seen The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I only saw the first episode and then clips of the others, but like I don't have a big recollection of the rest of it. Dirty Alabama.
No, Jonathan thinks people are gonna buy his nut.
Ain't nobody want his fucking nut. Or if they do, I pity them. Oh! The first one was from me. Now, how you do that shit?
The what?
Smell it.
Just blow it towards you.
Here.
What?
Take that, dude. Take that. Oh, no, just the shit we said earlier. That shit was funny as fuck. The nut? Yeah. You deserve my nut. Ain't worthy of my nut.
You say you wanted to fuck Juan or some shit?
Oh, I kept joking around saying I'm gonna bust a nut in his ass. Oh, and boy, have I busted a nut.
live? Or where was the...
Like I said, it was in a porn theater and it was out in Reseda.
You guys film porn or what?
No, those porn playing in the background. I told you about that place before.
Yeah. Well, how is it a porn theater though? Like, is there like multiple people there or what?
It's not like an actual theater, it's just a small room. Well, not really a small room, just a big room.
So there's porn playing in the background.
Yep.
Jeffree Star makeup.
Oh yeah, that weird motherfucker.
He has his own.
Yeah. Nah, I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it again.
What?
I was gonna say the bust my nut thing again. The you need my DNA thing. That was funny as fuck.
Some music, bro.
Nah, that was just some random fucking ad. Yeah, I'm already playing some music.
Got the one. Smack that too. Huh?
What'd you say?
You should play on Smack that one.
Oh, the slowed version. Yeah, that was a good one.
Which one? What's the song called? Oh no, we used to listen to.
Drunk and Nasty?
Yeah.
I'll play it in a bit. But I was gonna say that when it comes to like chicks and all that, like one thing I've also realized about one big reason I'm also attracted to Claudia. I guess subconsciously, I know that certain people, like guys, whenever they go for girls, like they often go for girls who like have familiar traits to like their family, like you know, like Kyle.
Yeah.
He's into blondes, and his mom is a blonde.
Yeah.
Claudia, I think the one thing I think the one thing that it was for me is the fact that
that's a coyote.
I see it. Oh, I see it. Damn. Look at that motherfucker. Just staring us down. Fuck that hoe.
What were you saying?
Oh yeah. The one thing that it really that got me hooked on her, you know, that I kind of figured out on my own is the fact that, well, like I said, most guys, they're typically attracted to women who have certain traits that they've experienced before in other women. One thing about a lot of the women in my family, from my dad's side at least, is that they're very tomboyish. Well, not tomboyish, but they're not ultra feminine chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not very feminine, but they're not gonna be like looking like fucking lesbians and shit like that. You know, my sister especially, she is very much a tomboy.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe my sister. She is a tomboy, but she has had times where she's embraced her femininity. But Claudia, yeah, that's the one thing about her is that she is not a very feminine girl.
Yeah.
You already know that.
Yeah.
And well, that picture though, I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, she what you would call it? She's not a feminine girl. She's not like that Yas queen and shit like that. Even though she said that a few times before, but she's not like, you wouldn't really catch her fucking in high heels like that one tranny I showed you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't really be like that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I figured, is that it was just the fact that, I think it's like kind of like a subconscious thing, you know, like a familial type trait.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm more used to women who are like that, because I can't really stand feminine women, you know, especially if they're hyper feminine and shit like that. So I can't really stand that.
I mean, I don't know why I'm attracted to like most like to any ethnicity. Like how you say that, like women that you experience or what, like that you were around, or what, like really?
Yeah, like that they're part of your family. Like sometimes like in a genetic level, we will be attracted to them who like women who look like women in our family because it's kind of a way of like somewhat keeping things in family. Not exactly, but like you get the point. And like they'll be like, you know, it's like kind of like it's a genetic thing, you know. Not always, but usually it's like that.
I don't think that's the case with me, bro.
You want to elaborate?
I don't know, like I would, like how Juan described like my future, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, like none of I mean, my youngest sister, she looks like me, like just the female version of me. Like she looks like me, like we look alike. Me and my younger sister, but Juan described the girl that I'm gonna be with blue or green eyes. But we don't have blue or green eyes. I mean brunette.
Yeah.
What color is exactly brunette though? Like is it?
It's brown hair.
Like brownish? Oh, okay.
Yeah, brown to brownish.
Yeah, because I mean, I like more brunette, like white girls and blonde white girls. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
I would still date a blonde girl, but that's just me. Like I would prefer brunette.
Yeah, I get you.
Or red hair white girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and he said that she was gonna be like body type, like firm, fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I don't think that's. I mean, I'm not like. That's probably the case with a lot of guys, but like I don't see that case like with me.
What? That she's firm and fit?
No. Like how you say that you're mostly attracted to girls that like
that are not hyper feminine.
No, not just that. Like how you said that they remind you of someone that's related to you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like your mom or something. But
yeah.
I don't see that with me. Like.
You know, the kind of...
Yeah, because the way Juan described the girl, she doesn't look like any of my relatives.
Yeah. Which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said with that, what I just told you,
yeah.
That's not always. That's some, like usually, but not always.
Yeah. I think for some guys it is.
Yeah.
But I mean... It's rare to see a very feminine girl that's not too like, because most of the time girls that are very feminine, they have like an attitude problem.
Yeah.
They're like arrogant, ignorant. They can be toxic at times.
Exactly. See, that's why I'm not attracted to
like it's rare to see, because I've seen feminine girls that are like cool, but it's not very common.
Nope. That's why typically, again, I've kind of realized like what I'm more into, you know, and that whole thing that kind of goes with even Laura, because you see
she's
Laura,
not feminine at all.
Hell no, not even close.
The only thing feminine about her is that she's a hoe. What the fuck?
What happened?
Like, was she dressed like?
What?
She was dressed like in a freaking Christmas outfit, jogging with a freaking mask. You didn't see her?
No, I saw her by the back window,
weird.
but I couldn't see her right now that you saw her.
Yeah, she was weird.
What the fuck?
It was just like jogging with like a mask with like glitter, and then she was at like a Santa Claus costume. It was weird.
Yeah, that's hella fucking weird, dude. But yeah, like, you know, when it comes to that, it's like I'm just not really into that. So, I mean, before I kind of was, but now not as much. I mean, that being said, if a hyper feminine chick wanted to fuck, you can bet your ass I'll be down for that shit. But generally speaking, nah, I'm not really
like when you say feminine, you mean like Cardi B? Oh,
Okay.
she's a little bit like she's feminine, but she's like a slutty, like slutty. I don't know.
A little
Slutty, like
yeah.
she's very slutty.
Little slutty is an understatement.
Not necessarily slutty, but you know, like big nails, caritas, like how I say it.
Yeah, caritas.
Like shit ton of makeup, like they put their eyelash. That's a
Yeah,
feminine.
I remember.
girl.
Yeah, I remember we had a discussion like that in the past. Like I refer to them as regs, like the Hispanic
Yeah, I
ones.
call them caritas.
Yeah, those carita chicks. Yeah, I cannot. I can't fucking. Like, I can't fuck with that shit. No, especially because you know, what's really like on my mom's side, or no, on my dad's side. Like a lot of them were just like, yeah, they don't really are friends with a whole lot of girls. Not to say they have no girlfriends, but they're not really friends with a lot of girls.
Because there's a stereotype of like those Hispanic girls that wear like a shit ton of makeup, that they're like rude as hell. Like they're gonna be all like girlish, or they're gonna have an attitude problem. Like that's a stereotype that some like Hispanic girls have.
Mm-hmm.
Like caritas, the one I mentioned. Those
Yeah.
that wear shit ton of makeup, nails, eyelashes. Like it's very rare to find one that's decent. And I've met some that are decent,
Yeah.
but most of them are like very, how can I say, like arrogant.
Yeah. They're very full of themselves. You know? And Joseph thinks he would have a fucking chance with the ones that are like that. Plus, dude, knowing him, he wouldn't even if he were to somehow achieve that, he wouldn't fucking last with that. Like he'd fucking flip his shit and be like, fuck this, you know?
Yeah, because also the girl, I'm pretty sure any girl that gets with them, if let's say him and Laura don't work out,
Yeah.
she's gonna be in for like a rude awakening.
Hell of an awakening.
Yeah, like because like when that shit happened with Giselle,
Mm-hmm.
we already knew she was like if that went through, like if they were actually gonna go out, she would have been for like such a
horrible awakening.
yeah.
Still,
like which girl's gonna want to last for like 3 minutes sex?
like what girl would find a guy like him attractive? You know?
Not just looks, it's just like his personality, his wannabe alpha, the way he talks,
The way he carries himself. No girl out there is gonna want to be into him like that. Laura's only fucking using him.
because she's the same.
She's a terrible person. She's a terrible and toxic person herself. You know. Oh man. Still,
Like they're perfect. They're together. They were together at least for a reason.
yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Kaden.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell she told him to convince him to stay around, but that's kind of I can't really pity him because I really give that less of a fuck about him. I don't even want to fucking pity his ass. Everything that happened to him, he fucking had it coming. He had it coming for what he did.
Yeah.
You know. And you know what's kind of ironic?
But
When it comes to the boys, I kind of feel like I've kept myself a bit more hidden. And that's something that they were pointing out to me earlier today. And even after the whole thing with Claudia that they know now. But yet now it's like I feel like I can't be out there with them about that, you know. Especially now whenever Abdi asks me like, hey, how's that whole thing going? Hey, how's that whole thing going? You know? Like I'm probably going to tell him next time he asks me, I'll just like say, hey dude, there's nothing to report right now. But when there is, I actually will.
or just tell him. I'll tell you when there's something.
Yeah, I'll tell him when there is something to report.
That way he's not like asking you every time you see him or he calls you, you know?
Mm-hmm. At least one thing that I foresaw coming would happen, that he seems to be over the whole thing with trannies now. Now he
wouldn't fuck a tranny?
doesn't look like he wants to anymore.
Like, what if she's hot though? Like, I'm willing to bet money that he would fuck a hot tranny.
No, I mean, he, I guess he had a bit of an awakening himself, especially after he told Alan everything regarding that whole thing. He, now he doesn't really want to do them anymore. Now he's completely over it.
So, no hookups?
No.
Because I remember you said that Abdi told you if he didn't have sex by the time he was 30, he was going to lose his mind
crazy.
or
Yeah.
go crazy.
Alan probably had a major talk with him and talked him down and realized, dude, you're being way too fucking desperate. And now he's really calmed down.
But how did he tell you that too? Like, how did he tell you?
No, it's just from how he sounded, you know. But then, but as far as the trannies thing,
was he like having a meltdown? Like, was he screaming or what?
no, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that, you know. But for real, he very much was like just telling me like, yeah, he's kind of like over it now because he told me straight as well that he's over it because, well, he felt like he was sounding too desperate. Yeah. And honest to God, he really was getting a little too desperate, you know. I mean, sure, fingers could be pointed at me, but I have long since accepted this fate with trannies and everything, you know. But it's like, I get it, you know, I get what they say about that shit, but
how was he even like planning on meeting someone eventually?
He wanted me to help him with the trannies, but as far as anything else goes, he's planning to, you know, he's gonna try to meet them at COC in college, but it's gonna be very difficult now considering.
Like, is he good at talking to girls, or like is he?
Not very much, no. But Alan actually had the idea of us going to the mall, like how we arranged it with, like how we were gonna do with you.
Yeah.
I got that idea from them, except I didn't do it with them, and I was initially gonna do it with you, but we didn't. Obviously, we haven't gone through with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you guys just do it?
Huh?
Why don't you just do it?
What, you want to do that?
No, I mean, not just me, but like Abdi too. Like,
we'll discuss it with him.
No, I'm not saying like, oh, let's do it. Like for me, I'm just saying like you guys should, like, if Abdi's that desperate. Like,
yeah, we're gonna.
That's on him if whoever he wants to approach, you know.
Yeah, because I know for a long time he kind of went on about like how, you know, with him he felt like he can't have anything serious because he's constantly moving from one location to another.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why he was in that situation to begin with.
Yeah.
You know. So, but still, that's you know, I guess a lot has really changed him now, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, because, well, at least he wouldn't. And I think that's another thing that kept him from doing it is because he was worried about me. Because I remember at one point when I did do it, I kind of questioned myself, and I was just like, "Am I gay? Am I gay? Like, what is up with me on this?" You know.
Yeah.
Now I just stop questioning. I'm just like over it now. I don't really care about that. You know, I'm just like, man, it is what it is. This is what I'm into. Like, I'm not gonna fucking stress over it. I only live once. You know. It's not like, oh, this is the end of the world. I mean, I know a lot of the repercussions that come with this, but I have long since accepted that. As you well know.
Like, since the reading with Juan, I'm like, I wasn't desperate, but I was like, damn, when am I gonna meet my soulmate, you know?
Yeah, when is
more like soulmate, not just like when am I gonna fuck a girl, or when I'm not like that, like
when are you gonna seek that companionship you've been seeking for so long?
But like Abdi, it seems with him, it's more of like, oh, I just want to lose my virginity.
Yeah, and after a lot that Alan and even I remember I had talks with him about this, but then he went back to it. But now he's really getting out of that now. Now he's really striving forward with the whole thing. Well, still, at least he stopped. At least now he doesn't bother me about that shit anymore like he used to, and that's what I wanted. I wanted that to stop. I wanted him to stop fucking blowing up my phone about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did not want him to keep blowing up my phone about that. Yeah. And now, how about that? I finally got what I fucking wanted, which is, again, for him to stop. Oh, and I feel a lot more at peace now that he's not bothering me about that anymore. But still, as far as the Claudia thing goes, well, now he's not. Like, he even, like I said, like, now he's completely backed off because now he admitted to me, like, the whole thing was a joke, and he has no intentions with her like that at all,
Yeah.
anymore. So it's like now he just told me straight, like, hey, I'm gonna back off now.
Yeah.
Like, this is all you. They even told me, like, if anything happens, that it's on me and to not bring them into it. I told him, dude, like, I already told you, like, I know that, and I had no intention of bringing them into it in the first place. I already told them whatever happens is between me, her, and Juan, not them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They only know from what I told them.
Yeah.
And Abby only met her once, and then talked to her a little bit after that.
Yeah.
Still, it is what it is with that. As far as her goes, well, Juan actually had a talk with me saying, well, that right now, given my current situation, that I can't really go back to school because I'm way too fucked financially to do it. So he told me, all right, what you should do is just for now, just focus on you. Then once you feel like a lot better, then go on about her, and then you can go back to school, which, given the fact that I've been out of a job for a very, very long time, or no, not very, very long time. I mean, since I've been out of a job for a bit, and since you already know I'm $7,000 in debt, I really need this. You know what I'm saying? I really need to get myself back up. But it's not something I'm particularly proud of. But hey, it is what it is with that. So that's how it is with that. As far as the debt goes, they don't know that I'm in that debt, and I don't plan to tell them.
Hey, well, what do you think their reactions would be if you told them?
They'll just be like, what the fuck, that this is even worse than the other debt I was in, because technically speaking, it is worse than that debt.
How bad was your other debt before?
Compared to that one was relatively mild compared to this one.
Because you say you're $7,000 in debt. Like, how much would you say you were that time?
A lot of the time I was 2,000.
Oh,
shit. 2 to 3,000 was how much debt I was in.
So now it's like more than half.
That's doubled. That's
Doubled.
way more than doubled, man.
Yeah, they would be like, what the fuck?
But either way, it's not like they could help me anyways. All they could do is really just get me a job, but it's not like anyone's going to step in to help me. I'm completely on my own with that, So that's why I'm just...
Because you said you're not going to wait 6 months for Select to get you another job, right?
That's why I'm taking the initiative and taking every opportunity that I can find out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's too much. That's a lot. That's a long ass time to not have a job.
Not to mention that'll also be pretty bad for me. Like if it does come to where we have to move out again, because my mom and I were discussing that recently. Our rent keeps going up in there, and it's also because of the things with our insurance and all that.
Yeah.
So our rent's going to keep going up. It's been going up for month after month after month, and because of that, I fear that I probably will not be able to live in that apartment when our lease is done. So more than likely, we will have to move out, and probably out of Santa Clarita and here into the valley. Although where in the valley, that's kind of hard to say. But I'm very much up. That's another reason why I was so angry about not getting a job right now, because I wanted to be able to have it to where we could still stay here at least a little while longer, because that's what I want ultimately, is to still stay there like a lot longer, but because I love Santa Clarita, man. I love it. It's my home. I've lived in there longer than I've lived in any of the other places that I've been here, here in Southern California. I mean, yes, Southern California overall is still my home, but Santa Clarita, that's the place, man. That's where it's at, Again, I've lived there for 13 to 14 years, man.
Yeah.
I've been there for years. And, it is what, I hope I can try to persuade her, but at the rate it's going and at the amount that our rent's going up, we probably can't afford to live there anymore. And it's not like there are any other apartments in Santa Clarita that are cheaper. Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the sad part. Is that, especially if it's like a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, like we couldn't afford that anymore. My mom would say, like, if we did, we'd probably have to get like a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and I'd have to sleep out in the fucking living room, and I don't want that because I value my privacy.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm not gonna have any fucking privacy. That's why I was so angry by not having a job anymore. And especially one where I got paid way more than any other job.
Yeah, it was funny how you were that was a job that like assured you that they would keep you no matter what unless you did something stupid. But they were the ones that let you go the quickest.
Yeah. Dead ass. So fuck their shit for that. Fuck those people. And now Select won't be able to help me get another one for months, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wait that fucking long. That's what they don't get. That's like what someone in there, like I once worked with at one of the other warehouses, told me. They don't get it. Bills don't stop. Bills don't stop when they say you're done, you know? They don't stop when they say, oh, you're fucking done, you know? So fuck Select. When Claudia does return, I was gonna refer her to them, but now, no.
Why do they have to wait 6 months though? Like, what was the issue?
I think I remember one of them said something about like how I'd been to 3 places that were considered poor performance on my part, and they and I had to wait a bit in order for that to clear up.
Yeah.
So, because no place was going to take me if I had 3 places where I was let go because of poor performance. You know? Still, it is what it is with that.
Hey, were you pissed when Select told you that? Like on the phone or what?
I didn't show it to them, but when I hung up, I was just very fucking pissed. Because again, like, I needed it, you know?
Yeah.
Not to mention, again, I'm up to my eyeballs in fucking debts.
Yeah.
Way up to my eyeballs in fucking debt. And it's gonna take me a long time to fucking get out of it, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm a few months into it now, and I still haven't been able to maintain anything solid, you know? But I know that if I keep maintaining my pessimistic point of view, nothing's going to get better, because that's the one thing that everybody's been pointing out to me, and that's something I even want to point out to you, man. Don't let the negativity that you have in your life get to you, because that's the one thing we notice is that, like, yeah, you sometimes you listen to what we say, but then you go back to being sad and upset, you know?
Yeah,
and we don't want that for you.
I do. I know that. Like, I'm trying to work. Like, I'm trying to be better at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do think, like, man, like, it's weird because, like you guys give me good talks and stuff. And then I just...
And you snap back to them.
Yeah. I'm trying to work on the, you know? Like, I know, I'm aware about the, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to have these talks and then see you go back to that, you know. And we're not just telling you that, just to be assholes, you know. But we're telling you it because we care and we don't want to see you continue to be down like this, you know. Because
it's not as bad as like before. I would just post like random sad stuff, but now I'm just more like...
Yeah, but you know, like I said, regarding that, like, yeah, we get it. Shit hits the fan. But that's why I tell you this, because I know just how much that negativity I've had for so long has gotten to me, you know? Like, because again, look at it. It hasn't gotten me fucking anywhere, man. It hasn't fucking got me anywhere. And I remember I used to be so fucking... I used to have a lot more optimism, but because of all the shit that's gone on with me, like, a lot of that negativity, I let it get to me instead of me standing up for myself and not letting it get to me. I let it conquer me rather than the other way around, you know, I conquer it. And it fucked me over. But I have to maintain a positive, you know, a positive, optimistic perspective again.
Yeah.
Because if I hope to achieve anything, I can't go in there with a negative mindset anymore, you know? That's something that Abdi pointed out, that's something Juan pointed out, like, I can't keep being like that. I can't keep being negative.
Yeah.
And I notice when I help you and when I help others, I feel better. Because...
They did tell me that on the phone.
Yeah. When I tell you this stuff, I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something. And I feel like I'm making a difference. But when I see you get back to that, then it's just like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I tell you this. Because I don't want to feel like that, you know? Because when I tell you it because I want to see you grow. I want to see you succeed. I want to see you thrive.
Yeah.
You know? Because, well, I mean, you were already kind of quiet as it was when I first met you back in, you know, when I still worked there. And then, after...
Yeah, at that time, I mean, I didn't have anything to look forward to, so it was just negativity the whole time.
Yeah.
But now that like, I have you guys, you know, I got the reading, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like knowing that I have to work my ass off like that. Despite like having my moments, like I just have to remind myself, like, hey, I need to battle this and be positive at times. You know, I can't be negative all the time.
Yeah.
But in the past, I never thought like that. I was just negative. But now, at least I'm like trying to combat the negativity. You know?
Yeah. And it's important you fight it, you know? Just try not to make posts, you know?
Yeah, I don't post like negative stuff as much as I used to.
Like this is definitely a lot more mild compared to how you were before.
Yeah.
Like especially before Juan followed you.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you this. You gotta keep it going with it. You gotta fight that, you know?
Yeah.
Because again, I let it get to me for a very long time, and what did it get me? Fucking nowhere. It didn't get me shit.
Yeah.
I haven't achieved anything of what I fucking wanted. But why? Because I let that fucking negativity get to me.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, it's hard, but you gotta fight through it,
Yeah.
you know? You can't keep letting it win.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you will never achieve what you want. So always keep that in mind when you feel that way.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the thing. I mean, you're making progress for yourself, and that's what's good.
Yeah.
You signed up for EBT. You're going to go back to school next semester. You have a lot for yourself right now.
Yeah.
And that's way more than I could say from how you were at the start of that whole thing with those fucking bitches. Yeah. This is way more than what I could say for that.
Well, like now I see positivity as well, not just negativity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I tell you that.
That's a step in the right direction for me. Like,
Correct.
I start acknowledging positivity.
Yes. That's what I'm telling you. You gotta acknowledge it. Not let it get to you.
Yeah.
Because again, I lived that and it didn't get me anywhere.
Yeah.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings.
How do you feel right now after all this talk?
Very good.
Good.
Because I remember you said that on, what's her name?
Vanessa?
No, Claudia used to have like bad thoughts, like negative thoughts too.
Yeah. Whenever I spoke to her,
Yeah.
she was always saying like shitty, pretty shitty. That she had a pretty shitty day.
Yeah, because that's why I bring it up, because you said that she would say, oh, I just had a bad day or a shitty day, but you said she would never elaborate.
Not always, no. A few times I remember she had, like when I told you about her the argument that she had with her dad, when I told you when she hung out with me and she was quiet the entire time.
You said one of the most important things you want to do
Yes.
when she's back in your life is to like bring her closer to God or something?
You know, you mentioned that, and I actually remember when we hung out with Alan and Roger, and then when me and you went to the park,
Yeah.
and then they left. When I was on the phone with them, I brought that whole thing up with them, and they said, you know, hey, anybody can turn to God. Like Roger said, hey, anybody can turn to God, even Claudia. You know, even Claudia could turn to God. So
They'll be saved, right?
yeah. But yeah, that's what I want, is to bring her. But yeah, if I do, I'm not gonna bring her into a church because I already know what's coming with that. I'm not that dumb.
Yeah,
you know,
because that shit will just be. Oh fuck!
Oh, you said you motherfucker!
Oh, it just smells so fucking bad.
Why does it smell like my mom?
What the fuck? Oh, it's just strong as fuck. That smell.
What the fuck, man?
It's weird because the freaking fart had a hint of weed.
A bit, yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It is. It honestly, it really is.
No, but you were saying that you wouldn't bring her to a church, right?
No, not because I don't want her to be around church people. It's just because I already know not every one of them is accepting of that sort of thing. Yes, we might be in different times now than we were 30 to 40 years ago when it came to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that being said, that doesn't mean everybody's going to be welcoming of that shit.
Yeah.
There was one church that, you know, embraces that sort of thing, the LGBT stuff. But there's only one issue. It is very, very political.
Yeah. Yeah, people jump into politics right away.
Yeah.
Once they see like someone different, like tranny or.
Yeah, but this particular church I passed by with you, Mission Hills Church.
Yeah.
They're very political. Like they're leftist. They're left leaning.
Yeah.
Very left leaning. I remember one of their sermons. They were fucking talking about climate change and shit like that.
Yeah, there's freaking woke churches.
Yeah, they were bordering on that. Like they weren't fully there, but they were almost.
What does that have to do with God?
You know, it always bothers me whenever Republicans and even Democrats bring up God like that. You know, and that's kind of why in the United States, why a lot of people have started turning away from God and more and more. You know,
like they start to worship politicians more than God.
Yeah, exactly. They enact the business of these politicians.
Not all like. We're not saying all like Trump supporters or like all like Kamala supporters are like. We're not saying all of them like worship them more than God, but there's a good handful of them that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that whole thing. You know, when how again they enact the business of the church as if it were they enact the business of politicians as if it were the business of God and the church. But there is one thing that I have been asked, and I want to ask them, that has a political body of any kind, any government of any kind served as the arbiter for what is right and just. And it's kind of ironic to see them, you know, talking about this sort of thing while most of them just sit idly by in their little castles, as I describe them, you know, when all they've done is really back themselves into a fucking contradiction, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just what sickens me. The way, not just people turning away from God, but what's equally bad are those who are using his name to serve their own needs, you know?
Or like when they make a political statement, like I remember back in like 2020,
yeah,
they would use like God and supposedly like the Bible to like quote something or like use it to push like vaccines on people and like masks. I remember this one politician. I don't know who she was. I think she was like the governor or some shit like that of like some liberal state.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, like God. She says something like, what did she say? In between the lines of like something along the lines of, oh, like you need to get vaccinated and wear a mask. That's what like God brought us here to do, or some shit like. She said something like that, like
Right.
you have to vote this, you have to vote a certain way, or like you have to vote for Biden or some shit like that, because that's why God brought us here to do that.
Get the fuck out of here.
So she's using God and like the Bible to push her.
Push.
That's what you
an
mean.
idea. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit like at all. You know, I think that's horrible. That's a horrible thing to do. You know.
Like the mandates, he's like, oh, like this is what God like brought us here for, to protect each other.
Exactly.
Like, no, that's you. You're the one that's pushing all of this. It has nothing to do with God.
Exactly. And that's what half these motherfuckers don't fucking get. But they're gonna prance around and act like it is when it's not. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I say fuck most of them motherfuckers. You know. Misusing God's name like that.
Like the only thing that I would ever worship is God.
Yeah.
Nothing
The only
else.
one you should ever truly worship. To think these fucking degenerates want to put his name in vain like that.
Like not just politicians, but you see like Laura, Joseph, and Jonathan when Jonathan puts God first or some shit like that, and he does like all that shit.
Has he even brought God up at all to you?
No, not in person, but on his IG it says, "Oh, God first," or some shit like that. God first.
Yeah, right. He can fucking prance around about that shit, but you and I, we know the truth that he is sinful as fuck.
Yeah.
Even though I've been pretty sinful myself with the amount of bodies I've slept with.
No, because what's her name, Giselle? She admitted to me, "Hey, I'm not," because we got into like a topic of that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a Christian. I worship God, but I'm not perfect. Like I know I drink and I party, like, and then the next day I go to church. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
And she was like, and she even admitted, like, I judge people sometimes, but why should I judge people when I'm not perfect?
Yeah.
Like, that's what she was saying to me, and I was like, not a lot of people talk like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, no person that claims that they're, like, Christian or whatever religion, they're not going to admit to sinning, because that's just going to, like, contradict, like, whatever because they're mostly the ones that are like, oh, people drink, they go out and party, and do that shit, but they're doing this shit themselves, and they don't want to admit it, but
Exactly.
yeah. Like, I like people that admit, like, that they're not perfect and they still worship God.
Exactly. You know. Oh, here we go. Here's your song. Our song, actually.
Should play Gata only afterwards.
Huh?
Should play Gata only afterwards.
Not the only?
Gata only afterwards.
Oh, Gata only. Oh, yeah.
Afterwards.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to play Gata only after this.
But we were talking about like Korean girls. He was like, "Hey, I could hook you up with the." I want to get back with him on the.
You know what? You know what?
We see him, the next time we see him,
You know what? I'm gonna message him soon, and I'm gonna ask him when he's available, so we could try to set up a hangout with him.
Yeah. I'll be like, "Hey, Hogan, so you said you would hook me up with the Korean girls?"
Yeah. Let's see if he fucking goes through with that shit. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh! Oh, it smells like grass.
Oh, mine smelled like weed, bro. It was like strong as fuck.
Yeah, and mine smelled like just straight grass. And I don't even fucking eat grass like that. You know what I'm saying? No, she's a white chick.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that chick is white.
She looks Asian from where I'm at.
Nah, she's white. You really are hooked on Asian girls, huh?
No, because she looks kind of Asian where I'm at.
Oh, okay. No.
Even though I do want a fucking Asian girl.
I know you do. Fucking hell, this damn thing. It's been a while. This has been a while. Now we're gonna get some coffee.
This is such a good song to like have sex with, bro.
Honestly, it really is.
Or just like make out, like, you know.
But like, but not your basic making out. Like,
oh, like when you're drunk and like you're making out. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, or even like fucking hardcore, like passionate tongue kissing, which is what I fucking been doing last night. I love that. Okay, I fucking live for that, man. I live for passionate tongue kissing.
Yeah.
I cannot accept much less than that. I cannot. I mean, especially because of Penelope Chloe, she's really elevated my standards when it comes to kissing. Like,
don't you like eating ass?
Yeah, I've eaten ass. You know, also, that's something else. Laura could never really match that passion.
Yeah.
You know, and she never really
was she half-assed or what?
Not fully half-assed, but she just didn't know how to tongue kiss because usually she just used to like lip stuff instead of like full-on tongues. I had to show her how to do tongue stuff.
Funny how this song, when it's on its regular like, speed, is not that good.
Yeah, no, I heard it. It's terrible.
Yeah. But like this,
it's perfect. Like this is way better.
I think more people listen to this version than the actual song.
This one has 287,000 views.
Because the one that I listen to, it's the same, like, slowed up, but it has, like, 2 million views.
Oh, okay. I don't know how much the original has, but I reckon it's probably not that much.
I tried to listen to the original one.
Yeah.
I just didn't. It wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Feeling. It just felt so sped up and like.
Yeah, I just it doesn't hit. It doesn't really hit different. It really doesn't hit, you know, the way it's supposed to. Oh, but this. How do you feel about this particular song I'll play right now? This. How do you feel about this? This is the slowed version.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that video.
I've heard the original. It's not that bad.
But this is a better version, right?
Yes.
I think some songs are like meant to be slowed down.
Yep. This one in particular.
This one and Gata only were meant to be slowed down.
Yep.
Today's some blind guy. Like he's like blind guy that me and Jocelyn were helping out.
Yeah.
He was getting pissed off because we weren't like putting this stuff. Like he had this big ass bag and he wanted us to put like burritos and like frozen pizzas in there.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get it pissed off and he freaking yelled at Jocelyn.
What
like,
the fuck?
You fucked like. Dude, this is the first fuck up you have. And then freaking Amparo came and yelled at him like, hey, you need to chill out or you need to get out of the store. And the guy just called her a bitch and just walked out.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's, please. Hi, what can I start for you?
Hello, can you see me a moment?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, what do you want?
You try the mocha french.
You want the mocha frap?
Yeah.
What size?
Medium.
Okay. I'll take a medium mocha frap, please.
Anything else?
Medium dulce de leche frap, please.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna put you off the table.
Thank you. Oh, you fucker! You motherfucker!
And there's no wind to blow it up.
Except this. If that counts for something.
They're gonna be like, what the hell?
It's the first window.
So, is it this one?
I'm at the window. And there still ain't shit.
I can still kind of smell it, bro. Is that Juan?
Yeah, because of the show that I just showed him right now called Invincible.
I'm gonna intoxicate his room, bro. With my farts.
Of course you will.
Next week. You always make that face.
I know.